So in this video now we're going to continue that tuple and we'll try to understand how to update that tuple and how we can use that loop on tuples. So first thing I will go ahead and define tuple value as ABC, comma, test XYZ. And now if I print T, so we have this value. So if I try to update that value T of suppose 1 as suppose test 1, and if I try to execute that, we are getting that error that we cannot update that tuples, and we also know that tuples is unmutable or unchangeable. So then if we need to update, then how we can do that? So to work around is that now if I try to type of see the type of T, we got that tuple. So what we can do, we can convert that tuple into that list. So how we can do? Sorry. So T1 equals to list. If we type that list and we can do that T, then we try to execute, it's executed successfully. See that now it's storing in that list format. So if we go and check that type also, type of T, so we see that now type of T1 we need to execute, not T, because T we know that already tuple. Now it's become that list. So now if I go and try to update this one, only I need to put T of 1. If I update this one and then I try to print that T1, so now it's updated successfully. Okay. Then we need to convert it back. Then what we can do? Now we can put that TUPLE, sorry, tuple of T2. Then if you execute, sorry, T2 is not defined. My bad. So now it's printed successfully. Now if I try to print T2, so now we can see it's printing with that bracket. And if we try to check that type of T2, so we can see that it's working as a tuple. So in similar way, if we convert that list, and then we can use that all those existing list operator, and then we can convert it back, and we can use that again for tuple as a tuple. So we can use that update, remove, pop, everything we can do that. Whatever we learn in our list classes, all those functions going to work. And later, if we again wanted to make that mutable, we can convert it back by using typecasting to tuples. Then it will work fine. So now T. So now we can try to do that for loop for I in T, print T of I, and if I execute this one, so tuple index must be integer slash not in. So now here I did that mistake. I need to use that length of this one. I think what I did that mistake. I will see that. Okay, sorry. No need of I. If we try to print that directly, I T of I. So now it's going to print that because it will return that. No need to go ahead and then use that length and the other things. Then it will work fine. So in this way, if we wanted, we can do that loop and we can print that value through this one. So or other way that we can use that normal for loop with that range. So for I in range of alien of t, alien of t, and then we will use that print t of I. In this case, now it's going to work. Last time I did that mistake. Here we need to use directly t. I need to print directly I because we are not using that range, so it's not needed there. Here I'm using that range, so we can use that t of I. Then it will print one by one all those values. So in this way, we can use that while loop, for loop also, whatever we need, and we can retrieve all those elements from there. So I hope you like this video. Thank you.